Do you think I'm going to get any cucumbers before the first frost? Let's plant these cucumbers and see. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden. Well, I purchased this pot and it was 40% off, which is really great. It was $16 and I got 40% off, and I'm going to fill it up with dirt, and I want to plant these cucumbers in the pot because I really didn't have a good supply of cucumbers this year, and I really want to get some in, so I'm hoping that it would work. Now it says here 55 days to harvest, 55 days to harvest, 55 to 60. So I'm hoping that I would be able to get at least something because it's in a kind of good spot here, and even if it gets a little colder, I can still possibly put it in my little greenhouse or cover it and protect it so that I can get some cucumbers. And these are the pickling kind, so they're not going to be too large, which is good. And so that I'm going to sow these for fall sowing, and I'm going to do it in this pot, and then later on I'll use this pot for something else. I did sow the lettuce in here and it's starting to come up, and if that doesn't work, then I'll add some more lettuce seeds. But so far so good. I'm starting to see something shoot up, so that is encouraging me to fill this one up. Now that other pot that I have over there, I think I'm going to put either the carrots or the beets in that, and we're gonna see what happens with that as well. So let me get started, and I'm going to put it together and I'll show you pictures as we go along. So here I put in some chard to cover the hole. So I'm kind of like covering the hole here with chard, and it's amazing. As soon as I start to do this, I'm hearing all of this sound, but I live in the city, and it's an urban cottage garden here, so that is to be expected. Okay, so I'm using this potting soil that I got from Home Depot. It has it's all-purpose potting mix from Vigoro, special blend for indoor and outdoor containers and plants, and I'm going to pour that in here and water it and hope for the best. Let me see if I can set it up so you can see what I'm doing. So here's the seed pack, and I'm going to just put it seed I'm just going to put the seed in here. Let's see. I actually already unpacked the seed. And this is what the seed looks like. Cucumber seeds. It's just a few here. Ooh, I lost one. And I got the seeds from the Dollar Tree. So I would advise you that if you want to have seeds to plant, they don't give you a whole lot, but I think it was like $4 for $1. It was really inexpensive. Just buy them when it comes, because at the Dollar Tree you have to buy things when you see them, because the next day you go there might not be any seeds. And you can check out my video, which I talk about that, hunting down seeds from the Dollar Tree store. Alright, so let me now plant them in. I'm going to sort of like plant them in a circular way. No, I'm just going to rest them here so I know where I planted. I'm still getting used to seeds. It seems like sometimes, you know, it's like the seed slips out of my hand. I'm going to overseed them because I don't have a lot of time and I want to up the germination rate. So I'm thinking that the more seeds that I plant, the better. So I'm planting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 seeds. The rest of the seeds I'm going to put back into the packet here, and I'll probably plant them out in the garden. Alright, so this is what I've done here, and I'm just going to poke them in the ground like that and just cover them up. The soil is damp because it rained yesterday, and I think a lot of the moisture stayed in the soil. So just cover them up lightly like that. So that's pretty much it. I am also going to get some of the bamboo stakes that I have in the other part of the garden to use to put in this pot to trellis the pot. Or I can use one of my smaller tomato cages so that it can come up as well. I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I had this tomato cage up front, and I actually had some cucumbers on it. They didn't grow very well, and I actually pulled one of the cucumbers. This was what I found. So if I can get cucumbers even a little bit bigger than this, and you know, I can see it and observe it and pick it before anything happens to it, I'd be very happy, because this will still taste good in a salad. So this is what I've done, and this is how I'm going to plant this out, and really hope for the best. I think that it's going to be great, and I think that I'm going to have some cucumbers from it. We'll be able to monitor it and see how it develops throughout the fall season and before the first frost. So I just finished planting the cucumbers in this pot here, and this looks so attractive. And just to keep the balance, and because I have the potting mix there, I'm going to do the same thing in that pot. I'm going to plant the rest of the cucumbers. just as I started to get ready to videotape this, that someone decided that they wanted to cut a tree in the neighborhood. So they made a whole lot of noise. So that's why I'm talking over this. But what it is that I just basically put the dirt into the pot. And it was, it's kind of hard videotaping and trying to keep up with all of that, the process of monitoring it and doing it by yourself. But I do enjoy planting. I do enjoy the process of putting the dirt in. There's something about playing in dirt. I believe even as children, you know how when children make their mud pies and or their sandboxes, they are able to play in the sandbox. It's just a whole lot of fun. And as adults, we get to play in the dirt. And I really like that. I think that's a part of gardening, that it's very relaxing, it's very soothing to be able to dig in the dirt and to create. It's good because it's rewarding. At the end, you get to see your reward for your efforts. But even before the plants come, just the process of doing something and starting it and finishing it is very rewarding. And so I just enjoy just digging in the dirt. And, it's a good thing. Gardening is just a lot of fun. For me, anyway. I find it to be a lot of fun. And it's relaxing also. As I said, it just brings me back to my childhood of playing and, playing in the dirt, playing in the sandbox, and having fun. Now that I've patted down the soil, I'm going to plant the rest of the cucumber seeds into the pot. So I think there were about, a good amount there, probably about the same amount, about 10 or 12 seeds. And so I'm going to just plant them in just like how I did before. This time I'm going to hold the camera so that you can see what I'm doing. So this is going to be quite interesting. Yeah, as I was trying to hold it, it just toppled over. Oh, I don't know. You just have to really want to do this. I really want to show you this process. So just work with me. All right, so I'm dropping the seeds into the pot. And obviously I can't use two hands. I'm using one hand. So I'm going to have to go back and kind of space them out a bit and place them so that they can have space to grow. And it worked out. And so now I'm just covering over the seeds with dirt, and for some reason this dirt feels much better than the other pot, so it'd be interesting to find out, to see in the long run if there's a difference between both of the pots, and even just the location of where I'm going to place the pot. I was able to purchase these sauces earlier in the year from the Dollar Tree, and it's great because they have the little wheels, so it's going to be easy to move these pots around. So I've already done that with this one here, and I'm going to move this one over a little bit more and have them here in the corner. That way it'll be easy to change their location so that they can get the best maximum sun. So I got these tomato cages from the front, and I had cucumbers growing up on them, and that's why I was able to pull these cucumbers here. And they're overripe and they're kind of lost in amongst the other stuff that's in the front. So this way, this will have a fighting chance, these seeds will have a fighting chance to germinate and to grow. And I'm looking forward to eating my cucumbers later on in this season. So that's what this is. This is what's happening here, and that's what I'm going to be doing right now. And placing them in position, yeah, for success. I'm glad that I was able to finally figure out what I wanted to do with these two pots. They're very beautiful. And so now they are in the corner here, and I've kind of shifted things a little bit, and it's going to work out well.